Hello, boys and girls. I am the Big Bad Wolf here at Cool School with my favorite videos all about wild animals like me. First up, here is Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
Hi kids, it's Cool School story time. Are you ready?
Yeah!
I said, are you ready?
Yeah!
Okay then. Today's story is Goldilocks and the 3 bears. So, once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks.
Wait!
Oh yes. That's better. So, a little girl named... What? I get it. Goldilocks. A little girl named Goldilocks, that's me, was walking by a really scary swamp.
No!
Oh, too scary?
Yeah!
Sorry. There. So, I was walking through a sunny meadow filled with puppies and flowers. Aw, it's so cute. And then I happened upon a house. Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I decided to stop and see if they had any snacks. Hello? No one answered. So I just went in. Lucky me, there were some snacks on the table. 3 whole bowls of broccoli.
Ew!
Oh, no broccoli? Okay. I meant there were 3 whole pizza pies. Better?
Yeah! Awesome!
Okay, so I started to eat from the biggest pizza. But it was Meat Lovers Supreme or something. It had pepperoni, sausages, hamburger, anchovies, mushroom, garlic, and onions. Yuck! Do you like garlic and onions?
No!
Me either. So I moved on to the next pizza. It was weird. No cheese at all. It just had a bunch of vegetables on it. Come on, it's pizza. Do you want an all-vegetable pizza with no cheese?
No way!
Yeah, there's a time and place for vegetables, right? Like on your brother's plate.
Ew!
So I moved on to the smallest pizza. And boy, oh boy, it was just right. Just the right amount of cheese, a few pepperonis, and a dipping sauce for the crust. Delicious. I ate it all up. Then I felt like watching some TV.
Well, you subscribe.
They had some stuff TiVo'd, so I checked it out. The first show they had saved was a National Geographic special on grizzly bears. Too scary. So I tried the next selection, but it was some show about catching fish. Kinda boring. So I tried the last show they had TiVo'd. The Muppet Show! It had all the shows with Fozzie Bear. Just right. Then I realized I was really sleepy. I decided these nice folks probably wouldn't mind if I just took a little nap. I found a bedroom, and there were 3 beds. Oh geez, I had to make another decision. So I tried the biggest bed, but I climbed up and it was like trying to sleep on a big rock. That bed was not comfy. I tried the middle one, but it was like trying to take a nap on a bunch of cotton candy. Too soft. Well, I tried the little one, and you'd think I'd see the pattern by now, but boy, oh boy, this is just right.
Wake up!
What?
Bear!
Oh yeah, I woke up, and there were 3 bears looking right at me.
Run! Like a cheetah!
Oh, kids, you don't run from a bear. You have to make yourself look huge so they'll be scared of you. Okay, second line of defense against a bear, make them laugh. Bears love comedy. So what I like to do is find a funny video on YouTube, like the one, Charlie bit my finger, or the dramatic chipmunk, or just any funny cat video. Yeah, something like that. And those bears turned out to be really nice. and we just sat around all afternoon watching funny videos and laughing and eating ice cream and honey. So that's the story of me, Goldilocks, and my 3 new best friends, Berry, Teddy, and Gummy. The end. Hi kids! You remember Goldilocks, don't you? Last time the bears found Goldilocks, they became friends, and the gang was watching funny YouTube videos together. Let's see what they're up to now. Well, it came time for me to go home. I was having a super good time, but I knew my mom would be worried about me. The bears insisted that I shouldn't go through the woods all alone again, so they packed up some honey and sardines. Hey, it's what bears like. And we set out for our big forest journey, me and my 3 big bear bodyguards. We hadn't got more than 10 feet from the bear's house when little Teddy got scared because he saw a glowing thing in the dark.
It's a ghost! A tiny ghost!
No, baby Teddy, that's just a little lightning bug. You can catch it in your hand and see him light up. Look. Sheesh, you'd think a bear wouldn't be so scared of a little bug. Anyways, on we went. About 2 minutes later, Gummy, the mama bear, suddenly just dropped to the ground and curled up into a ball. What are you doing, Gummy?
Shh! It's a skunk. You gotta play dead or it'll get ya.
Are you kidding me? You're a big old bear scared of a little skunk? I understand they're stinkier than a garbage truck in August, but come on. You're at least 100 times bigger. Move aside, skunk. 3 bears coming through. I think you know not to mess with us. We moved on past the skunk. Man, who's protecting who here? You probably can guess what came next. Just a little further up the path. The biggest bear, Papa Bear, stopped dead in his tracks. Just froze.
Don't move.
What is it?
Bears. Big bears. Right over there.
You are a bear. You can't be scared of... Whoa. What now?
On the count of 3, we run. 1, 2, 3. Ah! A sliding glass door.
We were running at our own reflections.
Hey, we're here. We're at my house. Sorry about the sliding glass door, guys. Mama must have just used a little too much window cleaner. But hey, you were so brave. We laughed the whole thing off by watching a hilarious video about a very scared bear. Look. Gets me every time. Well, that was me. I just love going back into stories.
My school project is about horses and ponies. There are so many different types of horses and ponies. Magic horses like unicorns and Pegasus, talking horses, walking horses, wild horses, racing horses, earth ponies, crystal ponies. I could go on forever. But hay is for horses. So what do horses and ponies like to eat? Hay and carrots, and some ponies even like to eat cake.
Cake.
Horses and ponies live in all kinds of places. Some live in a land called Equestria. Some live on farms. Some live in the city. Some live in the sea. Okay, so seahorses aren't really real horses, but they're so cool.
Thanks.
Maybe they hang out with narwhals. Narwhals have horns just like unicorns. I wonder if they're cousins.
Hi, meet my cousin Narwhal.
Hi. What do horses and ponies like to do? Some like to fly. Some like to just go round and round in circles. Some are rocking horses. No, not that kind of rocking horse. There we go. Some horses like to hang out with princesses, but sometimes ponies are princesses. I wonder what unicorns like to do. Oh, I bet they like to pop balloons. Naughty unicorns. Sometimes people ride on horses, like cowboys. I don't know why they don't just call them horse boys. They're not riding cows. In olden days, mailmen used to ride horses super duper fast all across the country to deliver letters. That was called the Pony Express. Jockeys ride horses in big races like the Kentucky Derby. Sometimes people ride in horses. Lots of horses and ponies have names. like Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Little Sebastian, Mr. Ed, Seabiscuit, not a seahorse like you might think, Bullseye, and Buttercup. But if I had a horse or pony or unicorn, I would totally give it an awesome name like Princess of Thunder or Fiery Cupcake. What would you name your horse or pony? Say in the comments. So pretty much, horses and ponies and unicorns and Pegasus and alicorns are all really cool, and we should all have our own pet pony. The end.
Hi, kids!
Hey, Ron,
Yeah, Octavio?
what are all of those monkeys doing here?
What monkeys? Oh, those monkeys?
Yes, Ron, those monkeys.
It appears that they seem to be jumping. Jumping on the bed.
You know, they really shouldn't be doing that.
And why's that?
They could get seriously injured. See?
Wait a second. This reminds me of a rhyme that I learned.
Now this is not the time to be rhyming. What is rhyming?
I'm glad you asked. Rhyming is when you take two words that sound the same, like bed and head.
Oh, that's neat. I like that.
I count 1, 2, 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
or else what?
Or else another one may just bump his head. A bed is no place for monkeys. Maybe try the zoo next time.
Don't you tell me how to raise my monkeys!
Oh, this is fun. Let me give it a try. 1, 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, No more monkeys jumping on the bed. And I sincerely mean it this time.
Or else what?
Or else I suspect you'll be calling me in about 1 minute, ma'am.
Don't you tell me how to raise my monkeys? You doctor head! Ooh, Octavia, there's one left.
Together?
Together.
One little monkey jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Correct.
Excuse me?
Yes, there are no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Fine.
I told you it was a bad idea.
Don't you talk to me that way. Oh, some people.
Some people.
Oh, crazy monkeys.
Okay, kids.
Already? Well, okay, kids. I'll see you soon. Bye!
All right, kids, get ready. It's fairy tale time. Once upon a time. That's what we old folks say when we're not sure of the date. But way back when, there was an old man who built puppets. The kind with strings attached to their arms and legs and heads, called marionettes, actually. This man was a very lonely old man, and so he would build these puppets to keep him company. Pretty smart, actually. Well, one day, this old man built a puppet so amazing that it actually started to move on its own.
Well, hi. Are you my papa?
I sure am, and you are Pinocchio. Beautiful. What a lovely way to end a story. But that's not the end, for you see, a traveling circus came into town that day, which was run by the big bad wolf. And this wolf had gotten into the business of convincing children to run away with him and perform in the circus. But it wasn't as fun as that sounds. The wolf made them walk on a tightrope, which was really scary, and swing on the trapeze, which made them really dizzy, and brush lions' manes, which was really dangerous. Worst of all, they had to clean up after the elephants when they did their business.
Sorry.
But Pinocchio didn't know about any of that. He just wanted to see the show. Well, that night, the old man gave Pinocchio some money and asked him to run to the store to buy some milk.
Okay, Papa.
But he was going to buy a ticket to the circus instead. And because it was a lie, his nose started to grow. Well then, Pinocchio went to the circus and had the time of his life. But he saw all the other children in the crowd eating popcorn and cotton candy, and he was sad that he couldn't eat anything because he was made of wood. So after the show, just as the first star began to sparkle in the sky, he made a wish.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I might turn into a real boy tonight.
Well, the big bad wolf saw Pinocchio and thought that a wooden boy would be a great circus act. And he can use that giant nose to spin plates on top of. So he put on an old dress from the circus costume trunk and walked over to Pinocchio.
So, you want to be a real boy, eh?
Wow, you heard my wish? Are you my fairy godmother?
I sure am. To be a real boy, all you have to do is run away from home and join the circus.
But Pinocchio didn't feel so good about that. He would miss his papa too much, and he knew his papa would miss him. In fact, the old man was probably wondering why he was taking so long to get that milk. I'm so thirsty. And besides, this fairy godmother looked a little odd.
Why are your hands so fuzzy? And why are your ears so big? And why are your teeth so sharp? Wait a second. You're the big bad wolf, aren't you?
Are you okay? What took so long? And then Pinocchio made the first real boy decision of his entire life. He told the truth.
I used the money to go to the circus. The big bad wolf tried to get me to run away, but I just couldn't leave you. I'm sorry, Papa.
It's okay, Pinocchio. I am disappointed, but you did the right thing. You came back and you told the truth, and you said you were sorry. And because Pinocchio did that, his wooden nose went back to normal size, and then it turned into a real nose. And his wooden head, it turned into a real head. And he turned into a real boy. The old man was so happy, and they decided to celebrate. And they would have had cookies, but they were still out of milk. So they ate popcorn and cotton candy instead. Delicious. And that's the end of the tale. And now for the story of the 3 little shapesters. Once upon a time, there were 3 little shapesters who had just grown up and were ready to live on their own. One shapester had an idea.
Let's build a house together so we have somewhere to live. I like that idea, Roundy.
But they couldn't decide on a shape for their house.
I think it should be a circle. I think it should be a triangle, like the Egyptians. I think it should be a rhombus.
They argued and argued until they decided to build 3 different houses.
I love my house. It's so round and circular.
Little pig! Little pig!
There's no pigs here.
Oh yeah? Then who's speaking?
It's Roundy, the shapester.
Oh, a new neighbor! Fantastic! I wasn't that hungry anyway. I'm the I'm the circus wolf, and I'm here to share my circus tricks with the town people. It's been a little slow at the circus lately. Ta-da! Let me in so I can show you some circus tricks.
I don't think I should let you in.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow up an awesome balloon animal.
My house. My perfectly angular house.
Sorry. Been having a hard time at the circus getting people to watch. I can walk on a tightrope, balance on a beach ball, even magic tricks.
I like magic. Me too.
Then watch this. Abracadabra. I figure, why not have a sturdy place to live?
Yay!
Well, hey there, boys boys and girls. Crafty Carol here with a brand new craft for you. Just kidding, I'm here. That was a pumpkin. That's not my real face. You knew that. But Crafty Carol here with a brand new craft for you right here at Cool School. Today we're gonna be making something super awesome and super fun for the most awesome and super fun day of the year. We're gonna be making a Halloween craft. So what is this amazing Halloween craft we're doing today? Well, we're going to be making a Halloween candy bucket. Now I know I can hear you. I know what you're saying out there, but Carol, you already have a super awesome candy bucket right there in front of you. Duh. But we're gonna jazz this one up. We're gonna make this into a super awesome custom bucket. We're gonna make it into a bat. You could say it's a candy basket, but we call it a candy bat kit. So what do you need to make this craft? Well, you need some black felt, some cardstock, a candy bucket, googly eyes, some glue, scissors, and some tape. So let's get started. Well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our bat wings. So what I'm gonna take here is my cardstock, and I'm gonna take 2 pieces of black felt, and I'm gonna glue it on either side. It's glue time! And just smudge that right there. And let's just do the other side here. So there is one that we've got felt on 2 sides. And the reason you want cardstock in the middle is so that your wings don't just flap down like little sad wings. We want them to be happy little bats. They're happy because they're gonna eat lots of candy. All right, so I'm gonna let that one dry. And I'm gonna do another one because I need 2 bat wings, don't I? So once you have felt on both sides, you're gonna let that dry, and it's gonna take a while, so don't get impatient. You wanna make sure it's nice and dry. So I'm gonna set both of these over here. They're feeling pretty dry to me. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my little felt thingy here, and I'm gonna make 2 bat wings. Sometimes I like to just freehand things, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. If you want, you can always draw your bat wings with a marker or something and then cut it out, but I'm just gonna go for it. So first I'm gonna cut like a little strip here. I'm gonna have a little extra space right there. And then I'm just gonna cut a semicircle right here at the top. See, like that, that's what it looks like right now. And then I'm just gonna cut some nice little points. Da-da-da-da! Check it out, it's a little bat wing. And remember, you wanna have a little extra flap right there. That's because we're gonna tape it down. So there's one wing. We're gonna try to make our other one. We're gonna start again with our little extra flappy right there. And then we're gonna make a semicircle. Then let's just cut our bat thingies. And there we go, bat wing numero dos. So I've got my little bat wings here ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them to the side, like so. This is what our extra flap is for. Press that down, and I'm gonna tape it. All right, see, that looks pretty cool. So now I'm gonna do my other side here. Make sure they're even. Yeah, it's pretty even. Flapping, flying pumpkin there, but we're gonna turn it into a whole bat. So once you have your bat wings taped down, then we're just gonna take some more of this black tape. We're gonna cover our pumpkin. And so the way we're gonna do that is we're just gonna start by applying long strips here. All right, now I'm just gonna cover this sucker with tons of tape. We're almost done. Getting it nice and covered. And check it out. We have got ourselves a bat here. There we go. Got 2 last little things that we're gonna do. We're gonna add some eyes. 1 and 2. Oh my gosh. I love these. Hold on. I just love googly eyes. I don't know. I don't know what it is about them, but they're just so much fun. All right, let's glue these babies down. We want these to be stuck on for good. All right, there's 1. Let's do 2. And oh my gosh, check it out. We have got ourselves a super duper awesome Halloween bat candy bucket. Oh my gosh, it's a bat. All right, oh, wait, almost done. Hold on, just sit right there. Don't go anywhere. Get the finishing touches coming right up. And ta-da! Check it out. I've got my bat costume. I've got my bat candy bucket here that we just made. I'm ready for trick-or-treating, basically. Although, I also already put some candy in there because with the candy bucket, you get back in there. What's a candy bucket without candy in it? There you have it, you're ready for trick-or-treating.
Hey guys, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Austin, and this is Kylan. Today we're gonna be reading Little Red Riding Hood.
Let's go, are you ready?
Let's do it, I'm excited.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Riding Hood who loved her grandma more than just about anything in the whole wide world. She loved her this much.
This much!
One day, her grandma got sick, so Little Red packed up a picnic basket of get-well foods like chicken soup, orange juice, vitamins, ginger ale, and gummy bears. Okay, so maybe the gummy bears were actually for herself, but it was a very nice get-well basket. Little Red Riding Hood set off for her grandma's house. She was about halfway there when out jumped a wolf. Don't worry, Little Red Riding Hood was trained in wolf karate, so she was not afraid.
Going to a picnic?
Nope. I'm going to my grandma's house because she's sick. I'm gonna take care of her.
Well, aren't you nice?
Yes, I am. Now buzz off.
Can I have some of that chicken soup?
No way! That's my grandma's soup. And I said scram!
The wolf ran off down the path, howling. Little Red Riding Hood was glad he was gone. She didn't have time to be bothering with any stinking wolves. She had to get to her grandma. When Little Red finally arrived, she skipped up to the front door and knocked.
Grandma, it's me, Little Red.
Oh, just a minute.
That didn't sound like her grandma. Then the door opened and, well...
Oh, hello. Give Grandma a hug.
Needless to say, she wasn't fooled.
Where's my grandma?
Don't be silly, child. I'm your grandmother. Now, if only I had some chicken soup.
I already told you, you're not getting my grandma's chicken soup. Now, where is she?
Little Red, I'm in here. Little Red Riding Hood looked all around. Where was Grandma's voice coming from? The closet? Under the bed? In the bathroom? The wolf stood there, patting his tummy. He burped. Then Little Red realized.
You ate my grandma?
Well, I swallowed her whole, actually. I was just so hungry. Someone was being greedy with her chicken soup.
Well, kids, Little Red Riding Hood didn't want it to come to this, but she was going to have to use her wolf karate. She bowed and went into her fighting stance. She took a deep breath. And then...
What are you doing?
She went full ninja on that wolf. He tried to run, but he was so full of grandma that he couldn't even go very fast.
Please stop. I don't know karate. This isn't fair.
Give her back! Give her back!
But I already swallowed her.
You give my grandma back!
And just like that, he threw up. Out came Grandma. She was just fine. A little icky, but alive. Little Red called the police and they came and arrested the wolf. Grandma got better and Little Red Riding Hood got a medal from the mayor for outstanding citizen bravery in a wolf battle. And her martial arts instructor upgraded her to a black belt with special stripes that meant she was extra good at karate. The end.
Hey guys, it's me, Harry, and it's show and tell time. I've got something so cool to show you today. This is my pet parrot.
Hello, pet parrot.
My parrot is named Polly.
Polly.
I know what you're thinking.
Thinking.
Aren't all parrots named Polly?
Bark.
Well, this one is Polly the pirate parrot.
Pirate parrot.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Polly the pirate parrot. Polly the pirate parrot. Polly the pirate parrot. Pop, pop, pop. Forget it.
Polly just landed on my shoulder one day at the beach and yelled, "Polly wants a cracker!"
Blow out a cracker. Blow out a cracker.
As luck would have it, I happen to have some crackers. So I gave her one and she's been my pet parrot ever since.
Ever since.
Before Polly landed on my shoulder, she learned all about pirate work from famous guys like Blackbeard and Captain Jack Sparrow and the Dread Pirate Roberts and One-Eyed Willie and even Captain Hook himself. Yarg!
Yarg, yarg.
Polly, you don't have to repeat everything I say.
Don't have to repeat everything I say, or...
Anyway, turns out Polly and me make a pretty good pirate team. We've already found buried treasure.
Buried treasure.
Won an epic sword fight.
Sword fight.
Sailed the seas in search of distant lands. We fought great battles and saved many princesses. We also found 1,000,000 gold coins.
Gold.
Okay, they were made out of chocolate, but still. Isn't that right, me matey Polly?
Polly likes chocolate.
One day, we came across Polly's old owner, Captain Hook, and Captain Hook said, "Oh no, it's a scary pirate, Captain Harry, not you." And I said, "Yes, 'tis I, Captain Harry, and we've come to save Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, and don't you even think about trying to stop us." And he said, "Arg, never." And I made him walk the plank. Isn't that right, Polly?
Correct. Polly likes chocolate.
Yeah, it is right, and that's the story of how I saved Peter Pan and defeated Captain Hook forever.
Forever. Forever.
Thank you, Polly.
Thank you, Polly. Correct. Polly likes chocolate.
Hey, wait a minute. Birds don't eat chocolate.
Fine. I'll take a cracker.
Here you go.
It's nursery rhyme time. This one's an old favourite called Pop Goes the Weasel. First, let me tell you about weasels. They're a naughty bunch, always getting into mischief, causing a ruckus. Meanwhile, this monkey's just minding his own business, eating his lunch, bananas, obviously, when some weasel came out and stole all of his stuff. He took the monkey's lucky hat and his knapsack and all of his bubble gum. To top it all off, he started dancing around a mulberry bush. "You can't catch me, na 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 na." And he was blowing and popping bubbles with his gum. Rude, even for a weasel. The monkey didn't like this one bit. He started chasing the weasel around that mulberry bush, but he kept stopping. What's he doing, kids? It looks like he's pulling up his socks. Oh, that's right. The weasel had also stolen all of the monkey's good socks, with cool designs and good stretchy elastic, and left the monkey with only the mismatched socks that droop and fall around your ankles. He didn't like to look messy. So around and around they went, the weasel just smacking his bubble gum, naughty fellow. Eventually, the monkey started to catch up, but the weasel blew a bubble so large that it lifted him into the air like a balloon. And the monkey was so upset. Now he'd never get his things back. Then he saw that the weasel was flying towards some sharp tree branches. Oh dear! The monkey tried to call out and warn him, but it was too late. Pop goes the weasel. Ah! The weasel said he was sorry, so they became friends and they drank some pop. That's what some people call soda. Let's sum it all up in a rhyming fashion. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. The monkey stopped to pull up his socks, and pop goes the weasel. The moral of this one is don't take things that aren't yours, don't brag, don't wear mismatched socks, and definitely don't smack your bubblegum. Nasty habit.
Well, hey there, boys and girls. Crafty Carol here with a brand new craft and a very special friend. Let's say hello to Edgar the elephant from DJC Kids. Hello, Edgar!
Hi, kids. And hello, Crafty Carol.
Edgar, since you're my special guest today, I wanted to do a craft that's inspired by you. Is that okay?
Why, sure it is. What are you going to make? I hope it's something delicious.
Edgar, you cannot eat this craft. Sorry, buddy. But I promise you it's still super duper awesome. Today's craft is a super easy, super cool elephant sweatshirt.
I don't think I can sew.
Well, that's no problem because this is a no-sew craft. All you need is your sweatshirt, fabric paint. I'm gonna use a marker to sketch on my elephant, paintbrush, and I don't know, maybe you wanna add some googly eyes to your elephant. I pretty much always wanna add googly eyes to my crafts. I just love them. Oh my goodness. Edgar, do you know what time it is?
Well, I'm not wearing a watch.
It's time to make this craft. First step, you lay your sweatshirt out. Put a piece of cardboard or wax paper, something in between the front and the back so you don't leak paint onto the other side. I am gonna use this big old piece of board. Just a piece of board. I wish it was a pizza board. That sounds good. Okay, next step, you trace your elephant body. Now don't worry too much about this because you can always cover any mistakes you make with your fabric paint. All right, and this is about what your elephant tracing should look like. You're just gonna have the body here and the head and the ears there. What do you think, Edgar?
What about the trunk? Elephants need their trunks. That's how we eat peanuts.
Well, the sleeve is the trunk. Isn't that neat?
It is. Now, what color are you going to paint the elephant?
Well, Edgar, I'm gonna use blue paint because my good friend Edgar the elephant is blue.
Hey, that's me!
Best elephant ever! Next step, you're gonna paint in your elephant figure. Let's get to painting. Alright, and then you just wanna stick a little cardboard up there in the sleeve so you don't get paint everywhere. And whoop, whoop, whoop. So Edgar, now we just add in any finishing touches that we want, like a mustache or a bow tie or googly eyes. So I'm just gonna do some white here because Edgar has those nice big round eyes. I'm gonna do a few of his little white, I don't know, do you call them toenails? I guess you call it, look at your toenails there. And now I'm gonna do a little dot for Edgar's eye here. Just a little black circle there, that looks good. And now you just let the paint dry. And once your paint is dry, ta-da! You have the most awesome, fantastic elephant sweatshirt ever. Edgar, do you like it?
It's fabulous.
Thank you. Oh. Important tip, don't wash the shirt for at least 72 hours so that you can be sure it's absolutely, completely, 100% dry.
Hi guys, we're Gabrielle and Chad.
And this is Siege.
Today, we're over at Cool School for the Story Circle.
That's right, and we're gonna read The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Are you ready?
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Terry. He was a bit of a terror. In fact, he was called Terry the Terror. He would kick and scream anytime he wanted something. At the toy store,
I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it.
At the ice cream shop,
I want more, now.
even at the grocery store.
I don't want cereal. I want cookies, I want cookies.
And with everything he could have ever wanted at his fingertips, he was a pretty bored boy at that.
Bored.
Bored boys often get into trouble, and boy did Terry get into trouble. He would take cupcakes from the baker's window. He would let the chickens loose from old Mr. O'Brien's chicken farm. And worst of all, he would run up behind old Mr. Hackle and scream, "No!" Which didn't matter much because Mr. Hackle couldn't hear too well. Luckily for Terry, the townspeople were very patient people. The baker learned to make one extra cupcake every morning so that she wouldn't be short for the customers. Mr. O'Brien trained his chickens to come to his call so that if they got loose, they would come back. And Mr. Hackle still made Terry help him across the street. Life went on as usual, and as usual, Terry got bored. One day when he went out into the woods tearing leaves off trees and splashing in mud, Terry came up with an idea.
Hey, I have an idea. It's genius! Everyone will totally flip out, and I will laugh so hard. Oh, this is gonna be great.
The next morning, when everyone was getting ready for Terry to come tearing through town, he didn't show up. The baker said,
"That's weird. I have one extra cupcake today."
The farmer called for his chickens, but they were already there, staring at him. Mr. Hackle just stood by the corner waiting. Well, after an hour went by, people started to worry. And just then, Terry came running into town screaming,
"Wolf, wolf, wolf, wolf! Hey, everybody, there's a wolf! There's a wolf! Run for your lives, wolf! Wolf, wolf, wolf! Help, 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 help! There's a wolf! Help!"
The baker quickly slammed the shutter so fast her cupcakes splattered everywhere. Old Mr. O'Brien ushered all his chickens inside of his maximum security chicken coop and locked the doors. Everyone in town scrambled to their houses and stores and locked them up tight, leaving Terry laughing in the town square.
You silly people! There's no wolf! You fell for it! Oh, that was almost too easy!
Everyone in the town was upset. Old Mr. O'Brien's chickens were so upset, they didn't lay eggs for 3 days. But Terry thought it was all extremely funny. After things got back to normal, Terry began to feel mischievous again.
Hey, I wonder if they would fall for it a second time. We'll find out.
And so the next morning, Terry called out from the woods.
Wolf! 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 Help! Help! Wolf! I mean, help!
The baker and old Mr. O'Brien squinted their eyes and looked off into the woods. And just then, Terry came limping out of the woods with his shirt torn and dirt all over his face. He was really going for a Daytime Emmy Award this time. Everyone began to panic because this time it had to be real. The baker slammed her cupcakes in the window. Old Man O'Brien cooped up his chickens. And everyone ran inside. Everyone except Terry, and well, except for Mr. Hackle, but that's just because he couldn't hear all the fuss.
Oh, you fools, you silly, silly people. There's no wolf. You fell for it again. Twice, that's 2. Tune it up at me, you.
After a few days, things got back to normal. Terry wasn't allowed to go into town anymore. He was grounded for 3 whole weeks. One day, Terry was playing in the yard, and guess who showed up? A real live wolf.
Hello.
Wolf! 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 Help! Wolf!
A hungry wolf. That's me.
Wolf! Wolf! Oh no! Wolf! Real wolf! Real wolf!
In town, the baker heard Terry crying. Is that for real?
Oh, that's just Terry the Terror at it again. I'm not falling for that this time.
And old Mr. O'Brien heard Terry crying.
Don't worry, girls. It's just Terry the Terror at it again.
And Mr. Hackle, well, you guessed it. He didn't hear anything anyway. He didn't even look up from his crossword puzzle. The whole town ignored Terry yelling because they knew it must have been a trick. And then the wolf ate Terry in one bite.
That was a good little boy.
Luckily for Terry, the same wolf also ate Little Red Riding Hood's grandma, which turned out to be too much, and he threw them both up.
Wow! Oh, that is just wrong. That is just wrong. Who are you?
Terry ran home and told his parents, who had a hard time believing him. But one thing Terry knew for sure, he was going to be a very good boy for the rest of his life. The moral of the story is, don't trick people, especially when it comes to safety. Always tell the truth, don't hang around wolves, and don't scare chickens if you're hoping to have some eggs. The end.
Hi there, boys and girls. It's folktale time at Cool School. This one is called The Great Race. You ready? Okay, on your mark, get set, let's go! Legend has it that once upon a time, many years ago, in ancient China, there was a rat.
That's me!
Not just any rat. This rat was the worst swimmer in the world.
Hey, the cat's a bad swimmer too.
That's true. There was also a cat who couldn't swim.
Give me a break. Everybody knows cats don't like water.
Also true. Nevertheless, there was to be a great race across the river, and so the cat and the rat were just gonna have to get wet. See, the Jade Emperor, the guy who pretty much ruled everything, had called a meeting of the animals. The Emperor was going to honor the first 12 animals to get across the river with their very own year.
Picture that. The year of the rat. Got a nice ring to it.
I prefer Year of the Cat.
Okay, let's skip ahead to the day of the big race. So many animals were there. There was a rabbit, a goat, a pig, a rooster, a snake, a horse, a dog, a monkey, a tiger, an ox, and a flying dragon. the cat and the rat knew they didn't stand a chance, so they hatched a clever plan to hitch a ride on another animal. The dog was the fastest swimmer, but the cat and the dog fought like, well, cat and dogs, so that wouldn't work. The flying dragon could get them there, but the rat was afraid of heights. Finally, they settled on the ox. The ox was fast, strong, and the cat and the rat knew they would trick him.
Hey, Ox, you want to hear us sing a song?
Yeah, I love music.
Did you like it?
Gee, guys, I couldn't hear it.
Well, let us hop on your back and we'll sing it into your ear.
Okay.
The cat and the rat hopped onto the ox's back just as the race began. Their plan was working.
On your mark, get set, go!
Can you hear us now?
No.
Now?
What about now?
Nope. But I do hear a thumping sound.
It was a rabbit. The rabbit was hopping across the river from stone to stone.
Ah! Hurry, Ox!
But then the rabbit missed a stone and instead landed on a floating log.
Ha-ha! Bye-bye, rabbit!
Then they saw the tiger coming up behind them. Then the dragon. Then the horse.
Giddy up, Ox! Yeah! Yeah!
Weird that I can hear that and not your song, right?
Yeah, life's a mystery. Keep swimming.
Poor sweet ox. The cat and the rat were not being very nice. Meanwhile, 3 totally very nice animals, the goat, the rooster, and the monkey, were still on shore trying to figure out how they could get across the river. Not one of them could swim. Just as they were about to give up, the rooster spotted a raft. The 3 of them pulled it to the river, hopped in, and worked together to make it across. They even offered a ride to the dog, but she said,
"No, thank you."
But you're way behind. You'll lose.
Please, I'm like the fastest swimmer ever. I'll be fine.
Then they saw the pig on a raft having a snack.
What? I got hungry.
I guess they never read The Tortoise and the Hare.
On the other side of the river, the ox was just about to cross the finish line when that rascally rat pushed the cat into the water. And then jumped onto the shore, running past the ox to win the race. And so, the year of the rat officially became a thing. The ox crossed next, then the tiger, and the rabbit, followed by the flying dragon.
Ha-ha! I beat the dragon? I'm the best! Nobody beats me!
The dragon explained that she had seen the little rabbit floating in the wrong direction and had stopped to help him.
Well done, dragon! I am honored to name the 6th year after you.
Yeah, but I got first place. Did you know that, dragon?
Next, the horse and snake made it across the river, followed by the rooster, monkey, and a goat in their little raft.
Bravo! I love teamwork.
Teamwork, schmeamwork. I'm the real champion.
After the pig and dog finally crossed the finish line, the Jade Emperor invited all the animals into his palace for a party. The rat stayed behind a moment because he wanted to make a grand entrance like this. But before he could, he heard a familiar meow.
Meow. Remember me?
Uh-oh.
Is this their song? I don't think I like it.
The cat and the rat fought all night, while the rest of the animals had an awesome time celebrating with the Jade Emperor. To this day, people still celebrate the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac. Oh yeah, and cats and rats still don't get along. The end. Hi kids! Miss Booksy here with a brand new story here at Cool School. Today's fairy tale is one from the Brothers Grimm about Snow White. No, not Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. This one is about another girl named Snow White and her sister Rose Red. But trust me, you'll like this story as much as the other Snow White. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? That's better. Once upon a time, there were 2 sisters, Snow White and Rose Red. I'm Snow White. And I'm Rose Red. Cool. The 2 sisters look just alike, except I always wear white and I always wear red. Right, I guess that part was pretty obvious. Anyway, they were hanging out in their house one winter afternoon, just chilling in front of the fire when there was a big, loud knock on the door. Who could that be? It sounded like a bear! Snow White and Rose Red decided they would open the door and scare away the bear. As you know, kids, bears are dangerous. Do not try this at home, even if you have a really big frying pan. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Whoa, easy.
easy. I come in peace.
Hold up. You can talk? That's cool. But tell me this, talking bear. How do we know you're not dangerous?
You'll just have to trust me.
Sorry, we don't. Yeah, you're a really big bear. And you can talk, which is weird. I don't like the feeling of this. Also, you've got really big teeth. Yeah, seems like you'd be dangerous.
I understand. I was just hoping you'd let me warm up by the fire. But okay, I'll go.
Okay, maybe we can let him warm up just a bit on one condition. So they tied him up just in case he got hungry. At first it was kind of awkward. But soon they were like old friends. The three sat by the fire and chatted all afternoon. The bear seemed perfectly nice. He promised that he definitely did not want to eat Snow White and Rose Red. He explained he was mostly vegetarian. Sometimes he ate fish, but never ever people. When their parents came home, they were quite surprised to find a bear tied to their lazy boy. Snow White and Rose Red begged them to let him stay the night. Please, 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 please.
Do you think it's safe, dear?
I don't know. He is a grizzly bear after all.
He's a vegetarian.
Well, I guess it's okay.
He better behave.
Yay! The next morning, the girls untied him. Sorry about the ropes. Had to play it safe, you know. Hey, what's your name anyway?
You can call me Grizz.
Okay, Grizz. See ya. The next night, Grizz came back. Then the next night, and the next night, and the next night, and okay, you get it. He became like part of the family. He was the snuggliest, most gentle, awesomest bear ever. Like a real live teddy bear. But when summer came, Grizz said he had to go back into the woods to battle an evil troll. The girls were sad, but they understood that sometimes you had to go out and fight trolls. That's just how it is when you're living in a fairy tale. Hey Grizz, let us know if you need help. Yeah, I can bring my frying pan.
I think I'll be okay, but thanks.
Just a few days later, Snow White and Rose Red were really missing Grizz. No matter what they did, they imagined how much better it would be with Grizz there. Then they began to worry about this evil troll. What if Grizz really does need our help? We must help him defeat the evil troll. Wow, I wonder what will happen next. Hi kids! Miss Booksy here with part 2 of Snow White and Rose Red from the Brothers Grimm. That's right, there are 2 fairy tales about a girl named Snow White. If you've seen part 1, then you know all about that. And if you haven't seen part 1, then watch that right now. Okay, so last time we saw Snow White and Rose Red, they were just about to go into the woods and find the evil troll. Let's check in with them now. The girls went into the forest and very soon found a little man with his beard stuck under a rock.
Help me! Somebody help me!
The girls pushed the rock, but it wouldn't budge.
Please do something! My beard! Oh no!
Wait, I know! I never go into the woods without my Girl Scout survival kit.
Wait, don't do it! You terrible girl! You ruined my beard! My beautiful beard!
Sorry, but you were stuck. We saved you.
Go away.
Fine. The girls went on their way, but they didn't find the troll or Grizz that day. The next day, they set out again, determined to find their friend and help him defeat the troll. But who did they see instead? That little man who was so vain about his beard. This time, he had gotten his foot stuck in a bear trap.
Ah! My foot is stuck. Help me.
Even though he was very rude the last time they helped, Snow White and Rose Red knew they had to save him. Looks like your boot is stuck in the trap. If we cut down the side, then your foot will be free.
No, don't cut it.
But it was too late. Rose Red had cut open his fancy little boot and he was hopping mad.
That was an Italian leather boot, you monster.
Whoa there, buddy. My sister saved your life. Yeah, and you still have the other one.
Scram!
Fine, but next time we won't save you. Well, at least there isn't an open bear trap out there. How terrible if Grizz had gotten caught. It was pretty late, so the girls went home. No troll, no Grizz. The next morning, they set out again to find their bear friend. Oh, Grizz, we've got some honey for you. I have some line-cut wild Pacific salmon for you. We miss you, Grizz. Oh, Grizz. Then they heard a noise from deep in the woods. Someone yelling. The girls searched and they found the same little man. This time he was hanging from a tree branch over a waterfall. How do you manage to get into these situations every day?
Oh, shush. Be quiet and help me.
You were very mean every time we helped you.
Well, I'll be nice this time, you smelly kid.
I don't think you understand the meaning of the word nice. And I don't smell. But we will help you because we're Girl Scouts and that's what we do. Snow White and Rose Red were just about to pull him to safety when Grizz jumped out and roared. Grizz! Grizz will save you! But instead of looking happy to be rescued, the little man's face grew mean, almost evil. His skin turned green and little horns sprouted from his hair. Ah! Evil troll! We found the evil troll!
Ha 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 ha! You yucky children are bear bait! I've been trying to lure this beast out of his hiding spot all year! Now he's gonna eat you, and then I'm gonna eat him! Ha 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 ha! Go ahead, bear! Have your snack!
Snow White and Rose Red ran to Grizz and gave him a big old bear hug. He's our friend. He's not gonna eat us.
Huh?
Grizz swiped his big paw at the troll, but the troll chomped down on Grizz's paw and wouldn't let go. He had big, nasty yellow teeth. Ugh, gross. Then Snow White remembered she had brought some camping supplies. Among them, her trusty frying pan. Snow White swung it at the troll. And down he went to the bottom of the waterfall. He yelled mean things the whole way down.
Mean things!
Woohoo! The troll is gone forever! Yay, Grizz! We did it! But Grizz was gone. Grizz? Wait, he's not gone. I think he's transformed.
Oh, hey guys. So yeah, I'm actually a prince.
A prince? Hey, awesome! What?
It's kind of a long story.
Well, long story short, the prince explained that the evil troll had turned him into a bear because he was envious of the prince's fortune. So really, Grizz was a sweet prince who missed his family. That's why he was so nice. And it turns out that the curse could only be broken if Grizz defeated the troll, which wasn't so easy because he was a really mean troll. He had terrible manners. Oh, he was so rude. They went back to Snow White and Rose Red's house, had some ice cream, and called the prince's parents to come get him. The king and queen were overjoyed and decided to throw a huge party in his, Snow White and Rose Red's honor. We earned scout badges for bravery in troll battle and expert frying pan skills. They even gave us our own princess crowns. It was awesome. The end. So boys and girls, that's the story of the other Snow White and her sister, Rose Red.
Thank you so much for watching with me. See, I am not so scary. Click right here to subscribe and over here to watch more videos from Cool School.